It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' reigning league MVP. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Ravens, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Look at this Baltimore defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. For a left side, complete. That's Bishop. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Here we go now on first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Johnny Stanton, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt. Return of 4. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he'll bring this one back. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a...
Jackson to Gordon out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Dobbins forcing his way into the end zone. He was not to be denied. It's a... So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and it is the Chargers out in front as those two creep towards halftime. Quentin Johnston, a touchdown reception. Next, we'll stay in the NFC West as we head up through Oregon and on to Seattle to check on the Seahawks. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's across midfield, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, 34 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play,
the Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And shutting him off down open field. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Try to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. He'll look to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 5 brings up
2nd and 5.
at the 41-yard line.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.